Hey, what's up? Have you seen Quest Trade commercials? I guess they're Canadian, so if you're outside of Canada, like, probably not. It doesn't really matter because I'm doing an intro knowing I'm going to talk about them. Your experience means nothing to me. But yeah, their commercials are fucking terrible. They always used to play during hockey games, and so I would see the same ones over and over. And in the commercials, it's not like, hey, you should consider getting Quest Trade. It's like, hey, if you don't get Quest Trade, like, you're fucked. Like, if you aren't working with Quest Trade, it's over. Now, I know nothing about brokerage firms and, like, how the fees work and things like that. I should, for sure, but I don't. I know Family Guy quotes from seasons 1 to 8. That's what I have to give. But what I do know is they're just not as serious as these commercials make them out to be. Like, they just can't be. The other issue with these commercials is that they try to make these relatable situations that are in no way relatable to any person. For example, here's the one I remember the best.
So you're rich yet?
Since I switched to Quest Trade, the lower fees are making a big difference.
Sounds complicated.
Please, Quest Trade makes it easy. They have different investing options, including Quest Wealth portfolios, which they manage for you. You're not still investing with mom and dad's guy, are you?
It's time to switch to Quest Trade.
Who's ever had, like, this conversation? Unless you're really weird, you probably haven't.
So you're rich yet?
Since I switched to Quest Trade, the lower fees are making a big difference.
Sounds complicated.
That's just so funny. This guy couldn't have explained it any easier. All he did was say how less fees are saving him money, and it's like the dude was not listening at all. You rich yet? Well, it's cheaper, so that helps. Yeah, that couldn't make less sense. Like, it just sounds like he's making fun of his brother for using it and trying to save money. You rich yet, money bags, huh? Did your little app help you out? Oh, did you make it so much money on your little app, you're gonna buy a house? And they just laid themselves up by making this guy just sound like the stupidest person alive. Like, of course, Quest Trade looks like the better option. This guy seems like he can barely function on his own, and he's the argument against it.
Please, Quest Trade makes it easy. They have different investing options, including Quest Wealth portfolios, which they manage for you. You're not still investing with mom and dad's guy, are you?
Also, like I said, who speaks with their family like this? Your brother asks about investing and you use every little technical term there is to explain this brokerage to him? No chance. Here's how it would actually translate.
Please, Quest Trade makes it easy. They have different investing options, including Quest Wealth portfolios, which they manage for you.
No, it's pretty easy. They handle a lot of the shit for you, you know?
You're not still investing with mom and dad's guy, are you?
So, yeah, but if you're still with mom and dad's guy, dump him. That guy is such a bum. Like, it doesn't need to be that serious. It's a brokerage firm. It's not like you're not still smoking 62 cigarettes a day, are you? Because, like, that's a real problem. I would tighten up a bit as well. And when the brother is caught red-handed for investing with, I guess, just like the worst investor on the planet, he gives a look to his brother like he just got busted using again. I want to know more about this investor that mom and dad used. I get the vibe that he's just like, yes, give me your money. Give it all to me. It's in safe hands. Or maybe he could be like, hey, Bill here. So listen, you know that $15K you gave me the other day? Yeah, no, I know we talked about spreading it around, but listen, I'm just going to take all that and put it on my buddy's band. And before you even ask, I'll just tell you, he came to me. He said they're the next big thing. There was something in the way he said it. There was just an honesty in his voice that I couldn't ignore. Apparently they have a killer sound. So, you know, when he said that, I just kind of thought, who's a smart guy? Well, Doug, you came to mind, and I just thought Doug's gonna want in on this, so I went all in. You're good. But yeah, you see what I mean? Like, these are so easy to pick apart because they try and treat them like they're real life situations, but they make one person like so obviously bad with money. They make them speak in a way no human speaks, and they make them so serious that it just comes off like we're stupid for not already being with Quest Trade, like this campfire one.
Now this is where I want to retire.
Retiring already?
Getting there. The way I was investing before is outdated. Paying them over 2% every year in mutual fund fees. Over time, that could have cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Really?
With Quest Trade, I could do it for a fraction of the cost, keeping most of that to fund my retirement.
Not someone else's.
Exactly.
Hey buddy, you're not fucking invited again. Imagine you invite this guy to your little getaway weekend and he's hot stoving around the campfire about mutual funds while he's sipping on a coffee. Like, no thanks, that's a lifetime ban.
Now this is where I want to retire.
Retiring already?
Getting there.
Everyone is getting there in terms of retirement. That's how retirement works. So, there's no need for you to go on this sermon about Quest Trade to your two friends. It's a nice evening. Let's enjoy that.
The way I was investing before is outdated. paying them over 2% every year in mutual fund fees. Over time, that could have cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Really?
Yeah, Sarah, when you pay less money, you save more money. So I get the amazement. It's a pretty revolutionary thing he's unloading on you. So, take it all in at your own pace.
With Questrade, I could do it for a fraction of the cost, keeping most of that to fund my retirement.
Not someone else's.
If I'm the other guy here, I'm chiming in like, hey, buddy, we don't fucking care. All right? That's enough of that. Let's just drink heavily, power rank some movies or something. Just stop what you're doing. Especially unprompted, too. It's not like they were having a relevant discussion before that. He's just like, this is where I want to retire. He just assessed the situation and was like, well, they probably want to know how I'm doing financially. So yeah, lifetime ban from the campfire for this guy. That last line though about saving for your own retirement and not somebody else's. Somebody pitched that little hook in the Questrade marketing room and it went over real well because they've used that in other ads.
Hi, sorry to keep you waiting. So, what did you want to discuss?
My RSPs. Things have changed and I'm switching over to Questrade. I just can't keep paying a fortune in fees.
Sarah, those fees are how I get paid.
I know, Janet. I just can't afford to support both of you.
For starters, I like that they're meeting in a coffee shop. I get that people have busy schedules, but does this lady not have an office? That should be a red flag. I think I can see why you're losing money. You're picking investment advisors off a telephone pole.
I just can't keep paying a fortune in fees.
Sarah, those fees are how I get paid.
I know, Janet. I just can't afford to support both of you.
This is similar to the mom and dad's guy ad. Just make the investor come off like the stupidest, most tone-deaf person alive. And then it makes the Questrade solution seem like just the most obvious thing in the world. This investor just straight up tells her like, hey, I'm the issue. If you get rid of me like you're thinking about doing, you'll be fine. Horrible strategy to keep a client on board. Sarah, those fees that you won't have to pay if you switch over are only there because of me, so come on, just pay them, please. Then she hits her with the line about how she has to save for her own family and not help this girl retire. I just love to imagine that Janet here looks at the baby like, this is all your fault, you little bastard. Or just looks at her like, just to get rid of the kid. Problem solved, no? It's just the brain dead people in these commercials are my favorite. It's just no clue in the world. Like the dad in this one.
You know how my brother moved his investments to Questrade? I think it's a smart move for us too.
Investing online? Not sure we're those people.
Those people pay way lower fees, 0.5% versus the 2% we pay.
That's 4 times lower.
Over time, that could be life-changing.
Save your retirement.
Boy, I used to love when I would be sitting in the kitchen. My parents would have open discussions about their investment strategy. Parents generally love talking about finances in front of their kids.
You know how my brother moved his investments to Questrade? I think it's a smart move for us too.
Investing online? Not sure we're those people.
It's hilarious how quickly he just brushes this off. He's like, sweetie, come on, get your head out of your ass. We're better than those people. Just says it without hearing a single detail about this thing his wife's saying that could save the family money. Guy's helping his daughter with homework too. He can't be much help. He's probably helping her with math like, they say it's easier to do calculations on a calculator, but come on, we're not those people. So maybe just do all of this in your head.
Those people pay way lower fees, 0.5% versus the 2% we pay.
That's 4 times lower.
Just looks at the kid like, hey, how about you stay out of this, huh? His daughter chimes in, showing us, the audience, that it's so simple even a child can figure it out. And the dad just looks like he's being surrounded. He sharply looks at the daughter. He's like, no, not you too, baby girl. The other one I remember well from seeing on TV, it just made me so mad because it's just this dude dropping by to visit his buddy's new apartment, and the guy who got the new apartment just lights his friend up for being a bum.
Wow. Congrats, man.
Coffee?
Sure, thanks. It's a great place. I've been saving, but I'm nowhere near a down payment.
Yeah, my dad set me up a while back investing with Questrade. It was easy. And over time...
A man can only hope.
Dude, come on. Hope is not a plan.
It's time to switch to Questrade.
Dude, shut up. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy who gets all serious and he can give advice after he does something for the first time. I hate those people. The people who do something like work out in the gym for a month and see the tiniest bit of results, and then they're like, you should really get in the gym. It's really good for you. No, I'm not going to listen to you. You have 30 more days experience than I do and what you're trying to teach me about. It's not really enough.
Wow. Congrats, man.
Coffee?
Sure, thanks. It's a great place. I've been saving, but I'm nowhere near a down payment.
I like how down this guy gets on himself immediately. This is a nice place. Yeah, I'd have a nice place too if I knew how to save a fucking dollar here and there, but I'm too much of a fucking fuck up.
Yeah, my dad set me up a while back investing with Questrade. It was easy. And over time...
Men can only hope.
Dude, come on. Hope is not a plan.
Yeah, like this guy just sucks. He's visiting you at your new place and he tossed you a compliment. Maybe don't just throw it back in his face. Like, I don't think he needs a lecture. Just get him the coffee that you said you would. These commercials are just loaded with people you'd never want to meet if you're trying to pull any sense of enjoyment out of your life. But yeah, those commercials were pretty ridiculous back in the day and they would play all the time. Questrade still makes commercials. They're just way lamer now. They just get Harvey from the show Suits to play Harvey from the show Suits without any name or association with the show. And he just talks about how you need to get yours.
How do you get yours when the system is designed to get theirs first? The answer is zero. Questrade thinks you deserve more zeros. So they change the game again with zero commission trades.
If you're this actor and your agent comes to you and says he has a commercial role where you play basically the exact same character as the TV show, you haven't really escaped yet as an actor, you gotta say no. Your career is legitimately going backwards. Fire your agent or at least have like a very serious sit-down conversation with them about the trajectory of stuff. It wasn't the easiest finding all these commercials, so I checked Reddit, and while I didn't find them there, I did find that a lot of people have talked about these on Reddit. For example, I'm a big fan of the Reddit thread, These Questrade commercials make me want to blow my balls off. That's just an unreal name. I like the comment saying, if a buddy of mine started to talk about their portfolio while we're hanging around a campfire, tell them to fucking shut up. It's just so simple in small town. It's perfect. I know so many guys that would say exactly this. Those Questrade commercials are legit donkey shit is another good one. And this person actually said they specifically didn't pick Questrade because of these commercials, which is hilarious that you hate their marketing so much that you won't even go near them. Like you're embarrassed to be associated with the company that would make these. But yeah, those are Questrade commercials. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Here's my plug.
And he had shaggy brown hair. Okay, is this the suspect? No, not at all. It's not. Are you sure? No, how could it be? That looks like Michael Jackson. Does it? Yeah, like I said, he was a stocky middle-aged guy with shaggy brown hair, and that's just Michael Jackson. That's crazy. Yeah, it really is. Why did you draw Michael Jackson? Yeah, I'm not really great at drawing. I don't know why they have me doing this. So what does this mean? Well, we're probably not going to find him.
If you enjoyed the video, happy to hear it. If you didn't, it would crush me. I would be devastated. But yeah, don't let portfolio guy come to your campfire. Just send him home. Starts talking about investments, pack up, you're gone. But that's it. Peace out.